Right makes might. The first evolutionary law of property. We often hear the phrase, might makes right. It suggests that whoever has the most power deserves to own and control property. But in reality, force alone is unstable. Sooner or later, brute power runs out if it isn't backed by real benefits. The truth is the reverse. Right makes might. This is the foundation of the first evolutionary law of property. The first evolutionary law of property. The law states, property is only stable if the benefits it produces for society are greater than or equal to the costs of defending it. Those costs are not just police, fences, or weapons. They also include opportunity costs, what society loses by leaving property in the hands of someone less productive when another person could make better use of it. Comparative advantage, the principle that property should go to the person or group who can extract the most value from it relative to others, even if others are productive in different areas. Defense costs, the actual resources required to enforce and protect ownership. When ownership passes these tests, it isn't just morally right, it is economically right. And that right naturally generates the resources, reputation, and alliances that make defense possible. Right generates might. Here's the chain of logic. Productive use of property creates profit. Profit attracts allies, investment, and reputation. These resources fund defense and enforcement. In short, when property is used in a way that maximizes profit for society, after considering opportunity costs and comparative advantage, it becomes self-sustaining. The right to hold it produces the might to defend it. On the other hand, if property is hoarded, misused, or allocated poorly, the costs of defending it outweigh the benefits. Allies disappear, resources dry up, and that claim eventually fails. Why it matters? This law flips the old saying on its head. Under the old view, power creates legitimacy. Under this view, legitimacy creates power. And legitimacy is not mystical. It's grounded in profit maximization for society as a whole. Ownership is right when it channels property into the hands of those who can create the most value with the least waste. That right is what sustains its might. The takeaway. The first evolutionary law of property shows us that property rights are not arbitrary or sacred traditions. They are rooted in hard economic logic: maximize profit, minimize waste, and property will defend itself. That is why the real law of history is not might makes right, but right makes might.